Right? Dude, right, producer Reese? You know? He's got the vision.
When just have that, you should just say, it should say R.I.P. Bear, R.I.P. Brett Ryder, and then Dan, when you, like, just shame him and then literally have an explosion or cut to, like, a train, like, fucking crashing off the tracks while Dan's talking. That'd be pretty sick. I can see, like, some fucked up YouTube videos. And then while he's just, instead of showing Dan, just edit him this clip of, like, ever a car crash or, like, a guy running away from the cops and getting tackled or something.
Dang.
That'd be awesome.
I'm open to those suggestions.
Dang. All right. T.I.'s an editor now. We good?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, here we go. OneTake Radio, February 25th. We got T.I., we got producer Reese, and we want to start off with a special announcement. R.I.P. Bear, R.I.P. B. Ryder. We hardly knew you. Love you guys. Thanks for your contributions to OneTake Radio. Let's start it out with the biggest sports event of the weekend, in my opinion. T.I., I don't know. I know you're a big fight guy. You're kind of a fight purist. But Tommy Fury, Jake Paul, tomorrow in Saudi Arabia, the kingdom of Riyadh. How's that pronunciation, producer Reese? Riyadh. I watched the press conference today. That's pretty good. I watched the press conference today. I was getting kind of fired up. T.I., what do you got on our fight tomorrow? I'm a Jake Paul guy.
I'm going to buy it. I thought it was tonight. I was actually hoping it was tonight. I was going to buy it, and I'm like, I'm not going to do this fucking show because I was going to watch a fight. I am excited. I bought the Tyron Woodley one, and I was pretty pissed off. I really wanted to see. I was like really embarrassed for Tyron Woodley. I don't really like. I don't have like. I know a lot of people. He's a polarizing guy, but the Paul guy, but. I don't really care. I would like to see him fight a real boxer, and he picked, I think, the fucking weakest one to do it for his first time, but I guess you got to start somewhere. I got Paul in a knockout, I think, tomorrow. I think he's going to knock Tommy Fury out. I think it was weird how the first fight, well, like the first time trying to fight, it didn't happen. I think he's a little rattled, because, like, this would be a bad look to lose to fucking this guy, so he has gotten better, too. I will say that. Like, if you look at like his first fight, he isn't. He can handle his own. I mean, he can handle his own. Like, I give he's not fighting.
He's no slouch. He's no slouch. I mean, people call him Disney star or what have you.
Fighters. He's fighting fighters, bro. Like, would you want to fight Tyron Woodley, like, in a street fight? Nah, probably not.
No, I'm good.
I wouldn't want to, So,
Producer Reese?
There's something there. It's good entertainment.
Yeah, Producer Reese?
Yeah, I'm not a big Jake Paul guy. I mean, I don't really watch boxing in general, but I'm just trying to remember.
Team 10, baby. Team 10. It's every day, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, it's every day. But yeah, no. I do remember that one.
That song's a banger. You got to say that. That was like 5-6 years ago. Kind of a banger.
It was all right. I listened to it, and it's nothing, not really a banger status type of song, but
All right, fair
but anyway, Jake Paul. I do remember that one time he called out Nate Diaz. And Jake Paul claimed that he was the king of Stockton, and someone who's from Stockton,
Oh.
I don't. We don't claim Jake Paul.
Oh shit!
Producer Reese came in prepared. Very good.
That's
give
fair.
yourself a couple points for that. Give yourself a couple points. I like that a lot. I thought it was a great press conference today, or yesterday's the weigh-in. Tommy Fury is super rattled. He's super rattled. He was all like ramped up. He's super tight. I think Jake's going to catch him, man. Tommy Fury's a little bit more built, but he's like, dude, he's more calm. He's more cool. He's more collected. Seeing Tyson Fury in the full, like, Saudi Arabia garb is laugh out loud funny every time. That guy cracks me up. That's a tough look. I mean, the fact that he's, like, taking this fight, Tommy Fury, you got to give him some credit. Like, he's got a lot riding on his damn whole family name coming into this fight. So I think it's been a great promotion. Sorry?
Was his brother, was the Gypsy King at the weigh-in?
The Gypsy King was at the weigh-in in full Saudi garb, bro. I think we need a clip of that, bro.
That's fucking electric. Can we get a picture of him in it?
I love it.
He's got to be the biggest man in that entire country.
Oh man, yeah, he was looking damn good. He had a nice belly going too. I was surprised he didn't sing a song. I hope he sings a song if Tommy wins tomorrow. But I think it's gonna be Jake with a big right hand to finish out the fight. So anyway, it should be a fun one. Any final thoughts from you, T.I.?
Just OneTake Radio, I guess, is Team Paul. I never thought I would say that, but we're Team Paul. I liked when he knocked out the basketball player. That was pretty fucking funny. He killed Nate. Wasn't it Nate Robinson?
He murdered Nate Robinson. The Snoop Dogg call of him murdering Nate Robinson was pretty funny. I will give him that.
Yeah, that was actually pretty funny. In hindsight, it was pretty. I had a dude I worked with at Square last thing on this. He said that was like the biggest lock in the entire world, and he bet potentially, not confirmed, allegedly a 5-figure amount on Jake Paul to knock out Nate Robinson.
Dang.
So kudos to him. He was touting that for months leading up to the fight. He said this is like the greatest lock of our life. So and he was right. So
that's a pretty damn good call. OneTakeMedia.com will be live tweeting it. We might go live on Instagram to do some play-by-play analysis. Producer Reese, be ready for that. Little Jim Lampley, Larry Merchant from back in the day. Let's move on to this is a story from, I think the press conference was Monday or Tuesday, but the weird Cardinals coach, the guy that Bear didn't even know his damn name, the offensive coordinator for the Eagles.
Rich Gannon,
Bear called him, and he's now the Cardinals coach. He comes in. The social media team should be helping this guy. They come in, he has like 3 or 4 kind of weird, awkward interactions. He has the one where he's like going like pew, 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 pew with that one guy who's really fast. I don't know. It was a little bit cringe. But at the same time, it made me think of the Sirianni press conference 2 years ago when he was terrible and he was talking about like flowers and whatnot, and how the building a football team is like a flower. And then 2 years later, he's in the Super Bowl. So I could be crazy here. Maybe it's a thing from Philadelphia. Ti, what do you got on the weird press conference guy?
I mean, I don't think. First of all, he did him no fucking favors. Was his barber? His haircut looked like shit. He has like no hair on his fucking head. Second of all, and also too, that suit's horrible. It looks like a fucking blanket. It doesn't matter. We got to hook him up with something from Sartoro producer. He's going now. He needs to become a main man. Sirianni and Jalen Hurts, right? I mean, fucking. I don't think Bill Belichick could fix Kyler Murray or that. Kyler Murray's not Jalen Hurts. Let's be honest. Yeah, or that pathetic franchise that's the Arizona Cardinals. I don't know. And also too, this is the guy who just got fucking torched in the Super Bowl, right? Gave up 38 points. I know that they played a perfect game, but somehow gave up 38 points. We'll move on from that. I don't know what the fucking thought was for Arizona to bring this guy in. Like, you have the Kingsbury experiment fucking blow up in your face, right? Like the next offensive genius. I wouldn't describe this guy as a defensive genius. Again, I think Fantasy East is a little bit soft. I would say that historic defense got exposed at the end. So that's really all I got. Yeah, and like your press conference, I guess it is a skill, but this guy kind of reminds me of who's the Jets coach who had the crazy eyes. Oh, Adam Gase back in the day. I'm getting kind of those vibes from fucking this press conference. So who knows, man? Maybe he'll be another laughing stock on Sunday. That's really all I got. It doesn't slight correction for me. It wasn't really a press conference. It was more just like the social interactions in particular, and the fact that producer Reese did not give me a couple points there for Adam Gase being very liberal with Tavis on the points, not so much with me, producer Reese. I mean. What, just remember, Just remember who cuts your damn checks, producer Reese. Producer Reese, what do you got on the weird coach from that's going to be coaching the Cardinals?
Yeah, these things happen. I give points to who I feel deserves points. But in regards to the topic that we're discussing, yeah, definitely agree with Tavis. Reminds me of the Jets coach. That's all I got. Yeah.
All right, no points for producer Reese. Yeah, I think the Cardinals, they're a little bit of a tough franchise. I mean, coming back from an ACL ain't easy. So Kyler Murray, it looked like he was walking around, so that's good. Anyone who tears their ACL, I become a sneaky fan of because it is such a brutal injury. It was against the Patriots, so that's a tough one. All right, let's move on here. NBA, a lot of news in the NBA. Ti, a few big picks this week. We got Celtics, Sixers live right now. I don't know what the score is. Warriors lost to Warriors lost to LeBron the other night. LeBron says he's going to play every single game these next 23. I put the over/under at 20.5. I'm probably going to take the under on that one. Ti, you've been hot in the NBA picks. You've been hot in college basketball picks. Yes. We want you to be doing content with OneTake Media, OneTake Radio, and we're just not seeing a lot from you. But talk to me about what's going on in the NBA right now. You seem to be the soothsayer, if you will. Is that the right word? I don't even know if that's the right word, but you kind of know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know how to make content. So if you want to give me instructions on how to make content, I can do that. Celtics are now up 8, 91-83.
Yep.
They were trailing the last time I saw it. Looks like they were down. They're down like 8.5, but good third quarter, and it looks like they're also off to a hot start here in the fourth. Yeah, NBA, LeBron, man, he's on a tear. I don't know. How old is he? How old is LeBron James?
I think he's 38, 39.
I mean, yeah, like, pretty incredible, I would say. Who knows, man? Let's see what's going to happen. I think the West is pretty wide open. I think a lot of those, we talked about the trades, I think, with Bear, when all that kind of madness happened.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty wide open. Like, Phoenix hasn't looked like amazing. Katie's hurt again. Denver just got waxed by the fucking Grizzlies tonight, right? And the Sacramento Kings, I don't know if you guys saw last night, double overtime fucking winner against the Clippers.
Watch out for the Central Valley. They put up, 176 points last night? Pretty sure he's 176?
Yes, bro. The Kings may be legit, man. And you know who's coaching them? Mike Brown. Mike Brown, Warriors assistant. That could be why we're not looking for fucking team. Maybe Mike Brown, because our defense sucks, and Mike Brown allegedly was the defensive coordinator for Warriors. I will say this. Shifting gears a little bit. 2 future picks that I will give out here for the March Madness tournament.
Exclusive picks. We need like some sort of noise.
Explosion.
Exclusive picks.
Explosion. And maybe like if we can, like a duck or something walking across the screen, that would be cool. Just I don't know why I thought it would be cool. Yeah, like a duck hunt. Yeah, that'd be sick. Boom. Two futures to win it all for the March Madness tournament. One's a high value, bit of a flyer. I'm gonna explain why. Gonzaga at 40-1 to win the tournament. Mm-hmm. Gonzaga normally is one of the teams who's going to be in that single-digit to low-teen odds to win the tournament. They're usually a favorite. They have had what I think by definition of Mark Few and the Gonzaga program is a down year. They played a tough non-conference schedule. They got smacked around a little bit in some of those games. I think Texas beat the shit out of them. Duke whooped them. They played Baylor tight, if I'm not mistaken. if you look at Gonzaga in the past, they've always had very high expectations, playing in a very weak conference. They're always ranked number 1 or number 2. So by the time they come into the tournament, those guys have been.
They didn't even make a Final Four. Have they made a Final Four?
They got killed by Baylor in the finals a couple years ago.
Maybe one. Ever since Adam Morrison back in the, even John Stockton. John Stockton basically founded that program.
That guy's crazy. That guy's crazy too. But they sleepwalk, right? But the last couple games, they're starting to, for the first time this year, start to blow people out. They got a big game against St. Mary's tonight at home. They were 6-point favorites. I think they covered tonight. If they cover tonight, I think that this team could get rolling. Pressure will be way off him. Timmy's in his fucking 11th year of college. He's still playing somehow.
I think he's older than me. I think he's older than me, but a legend of the game. I think
he's been in the tournament like fucking 8 times. I swear to God. Like, that's going to matter. And especially if they get, like, they're not going to be a top seed. They could get a good draw. 40 to 1's an insane amount of value. My most realistic pick, Kansas Jayhawks. They are second choice right now to the Alabama shooters, as I would like to call them, or Crimson Tide.
That's our final clip here. T.I.'s going a little bit rogue, but I love the picks. T.I., I love the picks. We're big West Coast Conference guys. We're big West Coast Conference guys at OneTake.com. T.I., let me finish up.
12-1. Kansas 12-1. Win all. They are fucking good. They are solid, well coached. They fucking can score. They play defense. They are destroying what I think is a very good basketball conference in Big 12. 12-1, tremendous value. $100 wins you $1,200. March Madness is a crapshoot, but if there were one thing that I would go to play a heavy future on, it's the Kansas Jayhawks repeating and winning it all.
All right, T.I., that was pretty electric. I think we might just have to cut out that clip, and that's our first content with T.I. Producer Reese, we can talk about that after. There have been talks about a Tijuana trip for March Madness with OneTake Media.
I gotta be in Vegas for fucking the I got these conferences. I got back-to-back conferences.
That's some BS. Producer Reese, any hot takes on the NBA? There's some Kyrie quotes, some LeBron.
Yeah,
LeBron borderline lies.
By, what I said on the last episode, I'm not a really big LeBron fan. I know he's an egregious liar, and being a reformed liar myself, it's just tough watching him. Still lying. Still like saying stuff that's just not true. So
he's capping as the Gen Zers say, right?
Yeah, he's capping bad, bro. It's not a good look.
How do we not get Bear on for Sixers Celtics? It's like a good game too. It's like an 8-point game with like a whole.
Bear, well, he's fired.
He's dead.
Bear's out. It's just sad. It's sad that again with the biggest win in the history of Boston College basketball, literally the biggest win in the history of the program.
Yeah,
2 days ago, and then B. Ryder just no shows. Very sad. Very sad. And
he told me not to bet on them too, and I did, and they won.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, he told you not to bet on. That's no good. No good. Hate to see it. All right, last topic. Speaking of college basketball. I mean, this should be a national story at this point. So
it is.
If I understand this correctly, it kind of is, right? So one of the star players in Alabama in January gave a friend a gun that he then used to kill his girlfriend. Is that what I'm hearing, T.I.? And then he's still playing and still like dominating. Allegedly. Sorry, I should say allegedly. Allegedly. Let's give me a little zoom in on that one. Allegedly, producers. And he's still playing. And then today, this is live. He does like the pat down in the warm up. He gets patted down. He gets patted down by his boy. I mean,
his excuse was he's been doing that all year. And to be fair, he has been doing it all year.
Is that true? Okay.
At OneTake Radio, we are an innocent until proven guilty podcast. So
I tend to agree with that. Yeah.
The university has cleared him to play. I think it is a bizarre story. But you cannot negate the fact that he's a bona fide superstar on that team. We were talking about it before the show.
And Alabama hasn't had a good basketball team in my lifetime. I can't remember.
No, they've been decent the last few years, but I mean, like, this is definitely the best that they've been. They're ranked second. They potentially could win the SEC tournament. We'll see what happens. Tennessee's also pretty tough. They beat Bama this last week, so they've kind of been slipping up. But look, I don't know, man. I guess my thing would be. I give it, like, I'm a little bit, I think it's kind of wild that he did the pat down today. Like, that's really what I think we should focus on is that, like, I don't understand, like, like, allegedly
Optically not great. Optically not great.
You should just read the room, right? Like, I probably should maybe change up my pregame ritual or my celebration. Like, and he's just so, dude, he looks, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, he's playing loose, though, so maybe he didn't do anything wrong. Because I feel like I'd be really guilty and I'd have a conscience and I wouldn't be able to fucking go out and play basketball if I killed my girlfriend, indirectly or directly. I don't know,
allegedly.
man, but
allegedly. Let's
Nate
keep saying allegedly.
Nate Oates, I think good leadership by Nate Oates today, that he said that was inappropriate and that it has been handled and it will not happen again. That's a coach. I've been a big Nate Oates fan since his days at Buffalo. I think he's handling the situation very well. One writer wrote he used the dreaded words, he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So, again, this is all alleged, right, that he did this, but I will side with Nate Oates. Seems like he's a good kid. wrong place, wrong time. R.I.P. to the person who passed away as well.
Yeah, I hope that that's the truth. I hope that's the truth. Producer Reese as a man of accountability. I don't know if you have anything to add to the story. If not, we can move on.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Tavis, especially with that last point that he made about playing with like the consciousness, like that like you did something bad. I don't think I did perform very well. Being like a reformed liar and everything. I can attest to that.
Some of your work when you were in your lying phase was just not good enough. You were very snappy. You weren't taking direction very well, and you're trying to blame others for your lack of productivity. So
yeah,
I can attest to that.
That's all I got.
All right.
The other guy got murdered. Someone did get arrested on that whole thing, which is crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah,
I don't know either. All right, good stuff, boys. Super show.
What about the Palisades thing? Can I?
Post show. So post show. This is really a show about the post show here. So a lot of confrontations this week with me and producer Reese, and then we want to get Tavis. We want to get Tavis working some gambling content. So producer Reese this weekend we're doing some capital J journalism with OneTakeMedia.com. We're at Palisades Tahoe, and we're asking people some of the tough questions. We're asking people about lines on the mountain, some funner questions, who's the best skier on the mountain, and then also about this new proposal from Altera to come in and potentially build at Palisades. Altera is the company that owns Palisades and a bunch of others on the Icon Pass, for example. And we get confronted by someone who works at Palisades, and he's a nice guy. And it really wasn't too big of a deal, but it was more just the fact that producer Reese crumbled under pressure like a cookie. He crumbled and he stopped filming. So I'm getting confronted by this guy. I'm out there asking the people the questions, and then producer Reese...
On the mountain?
Yeah, on the mountain at the KT lift, and then producer Reese is literally right here. I'm like over there, and producer Reese stops recording, and then he missed the part when the guy says, "I'm going to have to ask you to leave." Producer Reese misses it. I
kept recording after though.
And the fact that you were talking a bunch of smack this week about Emilio and how you were like, the new shot king or whatever. I can't remember what you were talking about. You're like, "Oh, I'm the king of shooting." Whatever it is.
I think you're putting words in my mouth. I don't remember saying that.
You were saying something like that, man. You were like, "Oh, I'll go shot for shot with Emilio any day of the week. I'm the I'm the new head of videography at OneTakeMedia.com." And then you just crumbled under pressure like a cookie. You crumbled bad, producer Reese. So it was a tough one.
Did they take your Icon Pass? Did they revoke your Icon Pass?
These things, these things may have happened, Tavis, but that's what you get for committing to capital J journalism, man.
So are you done for the rest of the season?
No, I'm not done. I'm not done.
Okay.
We're just getting the season's just getting started, man. The season's just getting started. At least for myself, because I've had a little bit of a late start here. But
hey, but I did record the second time we got kicked out though. That was I recorded that full.
You got kicked out again?
Well, we were asked to expedite the exiting process, if you will, when we were on like the main concourse there by the trail map at Palisades. So
okay, got it.
So. Producer Reese, what do you have to say for yourself? You talked a big game. How can you improve that moving forward? So next time we shoot, every time you go out and shoot, there's going to be pressure, right? So how do you deal with that? And next time, I got to make sure I can trust you.
Well, where's Emilio? Maybe we should get Emilio in here on how he deals with pressure. Because
that's a good point.
Well, that was high stakes.
We got to get Emilio in here. I told him to join. He seems to be more focused on other things at this time. But
dang, I guess I'm still the shot king. I guess But anyway, I think there was less of like the fact that there was.
Yeah, Tavis, hit up Emilio. Tell him to get in the chat here.
I just did. I just said you come on and teach Reese how to deal with pressure.
He needs to learn how to deal with pressure. Yeah. Producer Reese, you can finish up.
Yeah, I feel like I stopped recording because I thought we weren't going to get kicked out. That's why. Yeah. But I will admit, the moment that he did say oh, you guys have to leave now, that's when I started recording again, and that's when I crumbled. I think I did crumble there. Yeah.
Yeah, crumbled bad. And then also we got an online confrontation with, I guess, our new rival, the Mario guy.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Mario guy, because he bullied. That was a bullying interview, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it wasn't cool. That wasn't cool. Yeah.
He a lot of people do I've said it a million times, I want our interviews to be funny, but at the same time, you got to know the line between making someone look stupid and making someone look really like embarrassing someone, clowning someone bad.
Yeah.
And that guy that he was interviewing was a little bit awkward. He was an older, middle-aged guy. If it's a 20-year-old guy that's partying at outside lands, we're yeah, let's go. That's fine. That's kind of funny. But he clowned some older dude that was kind of weird. And he probably just wanted to get an interview with the guy. He was probably excited that someone wanted to talk to him. And he just clowned him and made him and put it on his following that the guy was a creep.
That was definitely a targeted interview on Mario's end. I feel like he wanted to.
Yeah, and then I was He's the guy that he does interviews and stuff like around San Francisco at like he interviews.
We got beef.
Yeah, he interviews guys. Yeah, he interviews guys at like Bart. I mean, he has a big following. He's like 100 times following of OneTake Media.
Invite him on here. Invite him on here.
I would love to. I think. Well, yeah, he got super rattled and he blocked us. That was the thing too. Yeah. He like, I put the screenshots. I don't know if you saw him. They're in the general, but he like got all rattled and he was like fuck off because I said like we need to be better here. And he was like be better, like fuck you, all this shit. It was pretty funny, and I think we were in the right. So I was like, yeah, if you block someone and that's a soft move.
Email him. You want me to email him for my OneTake rate and say, hey, like. And we'll offer you an honorarium to come onto the show and participate in a debate with our founder.
I'd love to. Yeah, if he wants to. We could do it in person. I'd love to have that. Ti could moderate it.
Moderate? Yeah.
I'm happy to do that. I'm available, man.
Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome. That'd be sweet.
Where do you want to have it, Ti? The Woodside Pub?
Keys Our Pub.
I'll do it at Keys Our Pub, sure, man.
That wasn't even the half of it though. Like there was other people in the comments. Like
I know, and that was the thing too. Is that I think he got pissed because other people were agreeing with us in the comments, and we were the only ones that pointed out. I think there were a couple others in there that may have pointed out, but he was just like, "That's PRC shit, Ti. You think I'm PRC? No. Completely shutting down any sort of people who are like against you or whatever. Like once you put something up, you gotta
what's
own it.
What's his name? Does he have a YouTube channel?
Dude,
it's like Mario with a bunch of O's.
Yeah, like here. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, he just blocked OneTakeMedia.com. So I mean, that's pretty soft.
Yeah, I'll reach out to him and see if we get him. I think that'd be great. That could save OneTake Radio.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna save OneTake Radio. Yeah, man. Hey, we might need saving at this point, Ti. We might need saving. Yeah, we're gonna have to find some. I think a lot of people like the idea of it, but who can build? Who has the discipline to build the process?
Not you.
I think OneTake Radio is electric. I think OneTake Radio is
shot.
Pretty serious. What was the final point totals for the episode here?
Oh, dude, I don't even know. I'm gonna have to like tally them all up in the editing process.
Yeah, I have. There's a guy.
Look at this boy.
Emilio.
Look at this guy. Hey, Emilio. There's a guy. Emilio, are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay, so the audio is not going to be very good.
It's okay.
It's all right. We can just make this a little post show at the end. But Emilio, I just wanted to have you on. Welcome to OneTake Radio. We're excited to have you. I know it's tough to fit you, fit at OneTakeMedia.com in your busy schedule. I just wanted to, as a company man, give you some props for all your work this past week. Right, the story shares of our recent reels, and there are others on this call. I won't say who. I will not say who, but it's very difficult for that to happen. Your thoughts, Emilio?
I think everybody helps out in different ways at this company, and I just found a way that I could, do outreach and help our viewership grow. And if I can help out in any way I can, then I'm going to focus on that. But other people, they do their own thing, and that's okay.
That's a company man right there. That's a company man.
Yeah, let's go.
So, Emilio, I also want to talk about your process as our head of videography when you deal with pressure out there in the field, because you and I have been in some pretty pressure-packed situations. You think outside lands, you think, a handful of others off the top of my head, Arizona Bowl, sneaking into places, getting press credentials, right? Talking to Cowboy Joe. And some on this call, again, I won't name who, have crumbled under that pressure. When Dan's getting kicked out of Palisades Tahoe, they stop filming, for example. How do you deal with that, and how would you advise others? I'll let producer Reese retort at some point. How would you advise others who could use a little bit of coaching on dealing with pressure?
Just keep your head on your shoulders. I mean, if Dan is freaking out, then maybe that's when you should be freaking out. But if he's like kind of keeping cool, trying to manage the situation, then you just got to roll with him. And with roll, you got to always keep the camera rolling. So that's a big part of it, because even if the footage isn't usable, at least you have it. And that'd be my advice. Unless they take the camera from you, always be rolling. That's the number one thing. And they shouldn't be able to touch the camera because that's not okay. But as long as you got that red button blinking or the red dot, then you're good. But yeah, go ahead, Reese, if you wanted to say something.
That's a company man right there. I'm just seeing a company man. I'm just seeing a company man left and right.
Really, I commend your work. No, I mean, good work. I'm not, specifically debating you. I think I'm, just making my own case here. Crumbling under pressure. If I remember correctly, December 2022, Arizona Bowl. Not going to mention any names, but someone did miss an opportunity to shoot interaction with Caleb Presley. They're
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah.
arguably, that would have been something. Again, no names, not calling out anyone, not calling out anyone. Emilio, I commend your work. I'm just
Right.
making a point to Dan here. You know.
Yeah,
pressure.
I definitely agree with you on that because when you're out in like an environment that's unknown, like unknown territory like that, you know, there's a lot of nerves, a lot of anxiety, like am I getting what I'm getting or what I should be getting? And so like, you know, sometimes things happen and you mess up, and that's okay. Like as long as you learn from that and not do it like the next time that it happens, or like yeah, that was one of the instances that I say that I should have kept the camera going. And so yeah, just as long as you learn from the mistake, then I feel like there shouldn't be a problem with anything that happens in that sense.
I like it.
Camera rolling. That's electric. Tavis, any thoughts? Tavis, there's been some talk about you potentially quarterbacking a videography Olympics.
I mean, yeah, I could do it. I think Reese, I think you gotta go take a long, hard look in the mirror, son. Because I think not saying did you have ski boots on too, or like how do you ski or snowboard, or how do you fall?
No, bro, I had Sperry's on in the snow the whole 4 days I was up there.
Oh my god, dude! What? Dan, help your fucking guy, Reese. Take a fucking lap and figure it out, bro. Come on.
I'll take a lap. I'll take that, Tavis.
How do you let him go out of the snow and fucking Sperry? He's gonna get a cold.
Producer Reese has a good chin on him. Yeah, when I picked his ass up in Stockton, I said, you know, he had like the tiniest little duffel bag, and he just had nothing with him. I was like, Producer Reese, like let's use our brain here.
I just had my backpack as well. Yeah.
Let's use our brain here and have something, right? We're going into the mountains where we got a lot to do, and
I got to be better there next time.
At the end of the day, it's on me.
Yeah.
You know, that's what great leaders do. Head coach, you know, Bill Belichick, you know, he says, hey, at the end of the day, it's on me. I got to put my guys in a position of being better, you know, more successful. I didn't run you through that situation enough, I guess. I think I've said many times, you know, rule number 1, keep it rolling. I think I have some tape from that maybe 6+ months ago, but maybe I got to say it again. I don't know.
It's a fair point.
Situational football.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
Situational football.
Some situational football would actually help. You know, like a real.
And to add on that real quick, like, you know, sometimes you're also not prepared in an environment that may not be like usual for you or like comfortable, and so when that like adds on to like, you know, the stress and amongst other things, so odds are that you'll mess up once or twice, and you know, it's just part of what you do. But if you make up for it later, then like that's also good. Like if you miss that shot of Caleb Presley, but then you get like the band, or you get like the like a good highlight of the football game, then you know, it kind of makes up for it in a way if you think about it.
You're a big redemption guy. Sounds like Emilio.
Yeah.
I'm a big redemption guy myself, as a reformed liar. You know, I like redemption. I'd be willing to redeem myself next time we shoot. So yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think this is a great call, boys.
Palisades Tahoe.
That's right, Tavis.
You got your icon pass revoked, bro.
Have I told you, dude? We have it on film. The time that I actually got my pass revoked. When I climbed Granite Peak when it was closed, because they closed it way too early. Then I was like all pissed, and I was like, dude, it should be open. And then the guy like waited for me and was all pissed. And then he was like, can I see your icon pass? And
can I see your pass?
Sorry?
Can I see your pass?
Why?
Because you just poached the peak.
These things happen.
So what is it? So what happened? Like, so they just turn it off and you can't use it anymore?
I was suspended for 2 weeks, and then I went to Wyoming. So
yeah, it worked out for you. So.
Yeah, it was fine.
Fair enough, dude.
I knew it was my last day there for a while, but all right, that's all we got. Emilio, I think we need more Emilio on OneTake Radio. What do you think?
Emilio, you crushed it, bro. We need you more on here, bro.